Alright, let's see, make sure we're recording. Alright, sweet. What's up, YouTube? Siphon, Snipe TCG, and I am kind of lagging, to be honest. Hello? We good? Hello? Okay, we're lagging a little bit, but we're gonna try it out. I don't know why I'm lagging, to be honest, but it is what it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a wee bit of gold fishing. We like to do a wee bit of gold fishing around here. And we're gonna just see kind of how the deck flows with the new cards. The Kano deck for the longest time has been kind of unchanged. Kendall was kind of like the last evolution that we had, even though it was recent. But then you have to look before that. It's realistically just the printing of Wildfire that made a drastic change in the deck. But some of the new cards that we're playing, I'm trying to get one of each unique. Is that all the uniques? I think there's a red version of one of them. Hold on. I should have had all those picked out already. I might have taken it out. Okay, I probably took that card out. So, yep, alright. So, we're trying some new blues. I think they're, again, I swear on my life there's a red version of one of these cards. I swear on my life I'm not crazy. I just want to pull it out in case I am... Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Okay. We're just going to assume I'm crazy. But we're going to highlight some of the new cards here. Starting off with Chorus of... I actually haven't even seen this full name. Chorus of Amplituder? Amplituder? I don't know. I don't know. I'm too fucking tired right now. But this comes in rainbow. This is going to be a 2 cost 2. That's it. Just 2 cost 2. It does have the instant ability. Discard this if an action or instant card you control would deal arcane damage this turn instead of those that much +1. So, this is pretty much our version of Ancestor Harmony, Art of War, whatever you want to say. This is our chain buffer. The only issue that you will have is commonly your widest spell lines usually are 4 wide, so this is air quotes worth 4 value, but realistically it's never actually worth 4 value because you're wizard. Some of your damage will just be unpreventable because it's only limited by the amount of arcane damage someone brings. And 2, when you have things like Wildfire, Aether Flare, etc., that +1 damage does mean a lot more than just 1 damage, so hopefully we get a lot of mileage out of this. Next, we have Photon Slicing. I thought I was running the red of this as well. Maybe I'm only running the blue. This is going to be a 1 mana 2 damage to any target. That is one important thing. These are any target, so in theory, if something like a deck like Dromai comes back, or we're against a Prism and we need to pick off an Angel and they don't have the ability to save it with something like Halo and Ravages, we can just pick those off if need be. But the other part of this is, instant speed, you discard this, you get Amp 1. That is going to be a theme for a lot of the cards that are coming. Rosetta is just buffing up your arcane damage, so it can be much taller, get over people's AB. Surge is coming back in a big way. So that's the reason why Amp is going to be back. Speaking of Amp, Arcane Twinning. This is going to be a zap that you can discard to Amp 1. Pop the Bubble. Pop the Bubble is just a zap with text sometimes. I mean, will this be relevant in every matchup? Absolutely not. But would I like a zap that has text sometimes that I don't have to side in or out? Yes. So. Oh, and occasionally, like I said, if you can get this to Surge versus like a Prism, an Enigma, or any other deck, like it's pretty insane value. Obviously, into things like Acelia, as where you're going to see down the road, this will also be pretty good. And lastly, probably my favorite art out of this entire set so far, at least for the pure wizard cards, is Overflow of the Aetherwell. And all this is dealt 1 damage to target hero. If this hits, gain 2 resources. Well, sorry, if this deals more than 1 damage, gain 2 resources. Now, where this is the best is if you're able to go 4 wide. So let's say your combo is like Wildfire into this. So what this allows you to do, depending on how many cards you have left, this might give you a Kano activation. This might give you Waning Moon if you're in Waning Moon. This might give you Metacarpus Node on 2 more cards. Like what this has so much flexibility. Like I think something super underrated is if you are on Tunic, for example, and you can go Tunic Overflow. You have 2 resources. If you're on like a snapback build, you now just get to snap back for free, pretty much. And that's just light. That is just something that's very minuscule, probably not that important. But again, the biggest thing that this unlocks is just doing 4 spell lines on Wildfire, or giving you extra pumps on your last spell. Because even if yes, 1 damage probably won't win you the game if you're just buffing 1 on your Blazing Aether. But Wizard players, tell me how many times you said if I just had 1 more resource, they were dead. Not a lot of times that is on the Wildfire, but sometimes it does matter for your mortal spells too. So that is going to be the new cards that we are running. One card I would like to talk about that is not in this build, but is something I really want to get working is Exploding Aether. The reason why I want to get Exploding Aether to work is the go again portion of this card. If we can go, even on our turn, we can go Spell, Storm Strider's Exploding Aether. Because as go again, whenever it resolves, we get an action point. So we can go like Aether Flare, Storm Strider's Exploding Aether. Aether Flare here for 6, and then we get to buff something else like, I don't know, Aether Arc for 7. We can Blazing our own turn for 12. There's a lot of things that can unlock with Exploding Aether. It is just in this current build that I have, I could not find the room. I could not find what I wanted to take out for it. But down the road, where you might find room, like for example, the 1-up Chain Lightning is replaceable. This is more of a pet card for me. Possibly shaving on one of the red spells. Or possibly they're just taking out Centering Foresight, even though Centering Foresight has been a welcome inclusion to the deck. If we can even combo off on our own turn, because that's the biggest issue with Kano, is comboing off on your own turn and it being impactful is not the easiest. And that card just gives us access to comboing off on our own turn. So that is going to be it. The deck list will be in the description of what I'm gold fishing with. And let's just do some gold fishing. Let's just get our opponent's life out. And we'll start off. What we'll do is we'll run a few different scenarios. Hello? We'll start off with just no AB. Our opponent has no AB. Let's just see how fast we can be killing our opponent. We'll also pretend we're going first in this. So here we go. Our big thing is we want to find combo pieces. God, I forget how people. I don't. Oh my lord, it's laggy and being weird. I forget how people have their hands normally, or have like the field layout. Like this is kind of fun. So we immediately have 2 of our combo pieces right here. So we don't really need to go digging. I would love damage spells here. An issue that you could actually run into is if I go like this and we draw like 2 reds off the top. I would have to go Crucible Kano to sink all the resources. If we find a cool spell, that's awesome. But we have guaranteed resources with this hand. I could like get rid of the Crucible and hope I draw a blue, but there is some amount of risk, unnecessary risk with throwing this off. One line I actually don't hate is Kanoing. Hopefully it's a 0-cost spell. And then we can play the Crucible Lessons. I've got Crucible Lessons. Risk that we don't actually wait, no, because this is AB0. We need to go Crucible Lessons. We just straight up have Lessons, so we can actually like go maybe for Kindle line. I kind of want to do Kindle, to be honest. I kind of like Kindle. We could also intentionally tutor for Overflow and try to see if we can set up something like that. Like, would we ever actually tutor for it? Not really, but yeah. So let's just start off with, we actually will just Kano here. See what's on top. It's E-Pot. We'll take E-Pot. So yeah, we do have an interesting choice here. I don't mind just so crisp one get for the damage, really. Like, what else are we gonna do? We go Crucible Lessons for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will search. It is Overflow. Alright, we'll find Overflow. And let's see if we can get off a 4 spell line here. So we're gonna go in turn. Let me back this up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how people usually have their hands, but dear God, I know I'm wrong. Alright. So with Epot, we should be able to do some nasty lines here. Obviously giving up the Lessons as Compies kind of sucks, but you know, we'll probably be fine. Draw 4. This thing can definitely do it. God, I would actually, if this was like a D-pot or something, oh my lord. Alright, so let's start off, and we'll check with Kano. Let's say our opponent taps out for some reason. I mean, 2 Fairy doesn't really matter, they have AB0. Let's check the top with Kano. See what we find. Aether Swindle, that's fine. With our 2 mana, you can see where we're going to play our Wildfire Buffer Wildfire. It's going to hit. We're going to get the 2 resources because it's going for more than 1. So effectively, this Aether Swindle is actually free. So now let's get these cards out of our hand. We're going to underpitch Kano here. We're going to have 2 floating. We're going to Ragamuffin Hat. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. We're going to let this resolve. We can let this kind of resolve probably. It doesn't, it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't really matter. By the way, why are we so laggy? I don't understand why I'm so laggy. Alright, so we have access to Kindle here, so we can just fire this Kindle off. Again, doesn't really matter. Like, Singleton could be. Oh my gosh. Singleton could obviously be slightly tighter, but we were pretty safe to go for everything, knowing what our combo is. So we can go Storm Striders, let this resolve, and then we can Crucible, right, for free pretty much. Hold on. So I go Crucible, pitch this to this, 1 floating. Yeah, we can do it for free pretty much. Crucible, 1 floating. Aether Wildfire. This triggers. We'll pay. So this is going to be for 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 3 buffs on this. Can I get a D20? Judge, can I get a D20, please? Dice. Plastic. D20. Alright. So this is going to hit for 7. Next, for no mana, we're going to go Overflow the Aetherwell. So this is going to come in for 8. We're going to get 2 resources immediately, so then we kind of want to see where we want to allocate them. We already talked about how we can Aether Swindle for free. So this is where I could have been slightly more efficient with this resource here. But, seeing how we're going to opt a bajillion, and it's actually not going to end up mattering. But, like, for instance, if I opt in, like, the draw spells, like a Tome of Final specifically, we kind of get clapped. But with how much I'm opting, I'm sure we're going to be okay. So this Overflow is going to come in for 8. We're going to boop. I don't want to copy no more. Thank you. So Overflow is going to come in for 8. It's definitely going to surge, so we're going to get 2 resources. This technically triggered, but because we want to save these 2 for a Kano activation, we can't pump, which is completely fine. With our 2 resources, we will Aether Swindle. This is going to trigger. It's not going to matter. So what did this deal? 7, so this is going to deal 11. Ah, here we go. Oh, I probably should do damage, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And see, well, somewhat quadruple spelling. These 2 resources made this free, so now we get to opt 11. And then, we can do like a god stack here. So we can go Tome. Wait, how do I need to do this the opposite way, right? Yeah, so Tome. We want Tome to draw 2 blues. The blues don't actually matter here with how far we're gonna go. Then let's go lesson. Can I draw two? Yeah, I can draw two blues. Actually, I'll make one of them a Kindle. Then we'll put a gaze, chain lightning, and then I mean we can do other things, but I'm just gonna put these above. I want to, yeah. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, dear God. No, no, don't feel like it. Okay, brother. There's just no way, right? All right, whatever. It's probably not the exact order that we need, but it's whatever. So, if I group this up, how does it group it? Yeah, it's not the way I want it. Yeah, this is why I thought we had to do it the other way anyway. So we're gonna God stack this. There's a blue missing somewhere. Again, not really gonna matter, but yeah. Okay, yeah, it should be blue. Yeah, it should be tome, blue, Kindle, blue, blue. This. So we're gonna break this, tome. We will draw two. Then we will Kano. Kano will find Tomo Findall. We will play Tomo Findall 2 floating. We will draw two. Should be this in Kindle. We will Kano. We'll gaze. My next card should be chain lightning, right? If I'm correct. Well, I mean, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, whatever. I want to play the chain lightning because I like chain lightning. So we'll put chain lightning on top. Put this back. And then we're gonna go Kindle in response Kano. Let Kindle resolve. Aw. Boo. Wait. Oh, if I just had one more resource. Literally one more resource. See, if I just didn't pay for the Metacarpus node, we could go fucking Chain Lightning Wildfire, but here we'll just pay one. We'll Chain Lightning for 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 plus 7. This is a no blazing kill, by the way. This is no blazing kill. It'll go to 2. Well, -2. Yeah, hold on. This is a no blazing kill. And now we're at what, 38? Jesus Lord, man. Oh, Overflow is just actually just insane. Let's do another line, but intentionally put a Overflow in our hand. See what happens. I'll try to clean up as fast as I can here. Should be rags and so far should be in here. Sweet. Put node here, that here, that here. So what we're doing, we're gonna just see how. Now we'll see what we can also combo with Wildfire and Arsenal, Overflow in hand, and just see what lines we can do. Because, you know, maybe we just got lucky, dude. Who honestly knows? Maybe we're not even that good at Kano. Well, yeah, obviously I'm not that good. Look, I'm just throwing shit. Look at this. Okay. Sorry, I haven't actually used CTS for a while. I'm also tired of shit. Jesus Christ, dude. Alright. Let's see what we got. Can we combo off of this hand? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. And this red doesn't matter. We can just get rid of this red. I mean, realistically, we can actually just do a flare line. We don't actually have to do Overflow, but I want to see if we can consistently quadruple spell. So we were going to start off with the Kano, see what we get. E-Pot, okay. So probably not comboing with this hand, but just setting up for next hand probably. Kano. And again, I'm going to intentionally keep this in, so... Overflow, this is unironically fine, so we just go... Crucible this for 2, the AB 2. Well, actually, they don't have any ABs. Yeah, so they'll go to 38. And then we just go to our turn. We get to have E-Pot. Again, D-Pot would be magical, but it's fine. Just don't draw 3 reds. Okay, this is not the best, but you know what? Let's just see if Overflow can be the GOAT here. So we're going to start off with Centering Foresight. We'll opt 3. Blue, blue, Chain Lightning. Oh, we can do a Chain Lightning line, actually. Hold on. We might be able to do a Chain Lightning line. Fuck it, let's do a Chain Lightning line. So blue, blue, those were blue. I'm like 92% sure those are blues. So we're gonna Kano. Reveal Chain Lightning. And then we'll pay 2, we'll have 2 floating, rather. We'll play the Chain Lightning, hold priority. Storm Striders, E-Pot, go to 3, go back down to 1. We can actually get fancy here. We can actually Crucible to it, and just, because we know we're drawing 2 blues. This will trigger. Again, I'm just going to get fancy and just say that because this hand's broken, we're just going to fucking go for it. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to be another 7er. It's going to deal 7, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain Lightning will now resolve. So we're going to deal 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We get to play our next thing for free, so we're going to play Tome. We're going to draw 2. And this is where we can go Kano. Then we have, I always like I said, we have a few options, so we can Rags here. Not that we actually need to. So like what Ragsing here would do is we would just have slight bit more control off of what we could Kano, which isn't awful, right? But like there's not a lot of things that we hate here, but just for the safety, we'll Tome. We'll Rags rather. So we see this on top. Alright, we'll keep that on top. We will let Kano resolve. We will draw 2. 2 floating. Oh, Blazing was the next card. Oh, come on, man. Come on, baby. Kano. No, not like this. Kano, 1 floating. That's so unfortunate. It was just 1 card off. I mean, this is still okay. So then we just Blazing here. For like what, 10? Yeah, we Blazing for 10. We take them to 11. So they're effectively just dead. They'll go to 10. And then we'll reset the board. We'll be nice and we'll reset the board. We'll reset it. But then that's another no Blazing line. By the way, it's another no Blazing line. I can already see Tog's Hyper Ass making a fucking video about this shit. So we'll go to our turn. Yeah, we will just Arsenal, it's fine, in case we somehow go to our turn with cards. Also, I'd like to draw more. This is fine. What the fuck? This is actually like really fine. So let's say our opponent does any game action. We're gonna Kano. Pop the bubble. It's fine. Realistically, with this hand, I actually don't mind going back to my own turn, just like playing cards. But we're gonna attempt to kill them here. Kano, it's Epot. Probably the chances of us killing them has gone down pretty significantly, but let's just see the range here. Kano. It's a chorus, so yeah, I would never play the chorus. Probably wouldn't even banish it, to be honest. I would rather draw it. So this is a hand where we go, oh, that sucks. And we just pop the bubble on them for 1. They'll take 1. And then our turn, one of the few times that I would just pop Epot without killing someone is I would just Epot Wildfire for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're at 5. Like, if we somehow don't kill them, our life just sucks. I mean, that's 3 blues as well. So here, Kano. Okay, another pop the bubble, that's fine. We want to keep this, so we would go Kano. Tome, we'll draw 2. Actually, let me see a line. Let me see. Do I need to? Hold on. So this deals 1. I discard this. It deals 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're actually just dead here. So I go Crucible, Tome plus 2, discard this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pop the ball, that's 5. That's lethal. Okay, sweet. So let's do some more lines. Oh, I put them in the fucking banish zone for some reason. Alright. But yeah, you guys can see, like, we are getting some high damage numbers, and we're not using a Blazing Aether. Which is, like, 9 times out of 10, that is, like, one of the big things that kill. But as, like, added cards like Kindle, now that we got things like Overflow. Yes, obviously, you still would like to Blazing people, because it just makes things so simple. But the just need for it is lessened. So, let's do it again. Let's find us a Overflow. Except Depot. Let's just start with. Let's put a Depot out there. Let's put a Depot out there. I would like to see if we can get an insane Depot line. Draw 3. This isn't really a Depot line. I mean, it can be. The thing is, it technically can be. It would be like Aether Flare into Overflow. So let's just count our resources right now, because we have the spells that we want to cast with the Depot. Oh, it's a Blazing Aether, not a fucking. Wait, hold on. That's supposed to be Wildfire. Alright, so we know it costs 3 for the Wildfire. So like that would in theory be this. That would be our Storm Charger's Wildfire. We got that taken care of, and this is like the very slow mental math that you can do. Let's say we would like a Kano, but we want to cast these 2 spells. You could go Kano, 1 floating, hold priority Kano. So we have the mana floating to play the flare, and we have the mana floating. Well, Overflow doesn't cost anything. So let's just see where that line takes us. This is a line that doesn't have a confirmed ceiling. We don't actually know what we're going to get fully out of this turn. But it's a line that just has upside, especially for an opponent that has no way to defend themselves. There's a large chance it just goes good. And like this is also a line we don't have to actually use Ragamuffins at, so if we don't kill, we just get to go for it again at some point. So we don't actually want these again. You could go Kano, Depot. Put this. Again, we're gonna not use our rags here. This Kano resolves. Sorry, we would have 1 floating. Apologies. This one would resolve. I mean, we wouldn't actually let them resolve in this order, but like in theory, we know what we're casting. So it would be Striders and this. We'll go with no buffs on this line. So this would just be a natty 4. I just want to see how high we can go with actually no buffs on this line. Even though with Flare, Wildfire, it's kind of insane. Flare for 7. There's my 20s at. And then this is where like the 2 floating is just going to go fucking insane here. We go Overflow for 4 plus 7, 11, 12. We get the 2 floating, we crack Spellfire Cloak. This is where technically like Ragamuffin's Hat could have told us what we're getting, but you know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, let me just see. Yeah. Okay, so there's a decent amount of width, but you know. There's a lot of 0 cost in this deck. If we find any, like, they just like explode. Like, I'm just trying to find the smallest one here. So like, let's say this is the card that we find. This is gonna come in for 1. Plus 4. So it'll come in for 5. Where's the D? Where's the? There it is. And this line is 4 plus 7. That's 11. 11 plus 12 is 23. 23 plus 5 is 28. 28 damage line. No, again, no blazing. Has a lot high upside to like kill here if we find like one of our, like if we find blazing, if we find tomes to be able to go wider. If we actually had mana to pump, like let's actually just look at this, right? Let's look at this for a second. I figured out how to do that. If you just have 1 extra mana on this turn, like not even like say an Epot, if just you had 1 extra mana, like for some reason Epot only could do 1 mana. Let's just say this goes up to 5. This goes up to 8. Why is this lagging? Okay, no, there it is. This is 13 plus, or this is 14. Alright, 5 plus 8. 13. Yeah. Yeah. So then this is now 6. And just 1 extra mana. This is 5. This is 5. This is 8. That's 13. 13 plus 14 is 27. So we've eclipsed the last turn's damage just by having 1 extra mana. And then we go to 33. So this is a 33 damage combo. And technically if you had Epot, we'll just do Epot, I guess, whatever. This is 5. Actually, we would double buff this, so this would be 6. This would be 9. What the fuck? What? Okay, that's weird. So let's do Epot because it'd be 6 because it's getting double buff. This would come in for 9. This is 9 plus 6, 15, 16. And then this would be 7. So we just had Epot and we did every last thing that we did. This is 15 here, plus 16. So what, 31 or some shit, right? Yes, 31. 31, this is 38 damage. 38 damage combo with no blazing. All of this is because of Overflow. Obviously, in our actual example, we whiff, but if we just find our weakest card, 38. Okay. So, you guys obviously can see the power of Overflow. It's doing a lot. This is just like when we found out like Kindle was just insane. We were like, wait, this unlocks so much, and I believe Overflow does the exact same thing for Kano. Now, what this does in other decks, I'm not sure. I would like to test out what it does in Acilio. The only issue is like an Acilio list is just, I don't know yet. But one last example I want to do. Let's try out Depot and Kindle. Let's see if we can do any crazy lines with Depot Kindle. And and the new card. I don't know how this turned into like an Overflow conversation, but like to be fair, it is like the best. Obviously, the second best one is still Chorus. I mean, if you just have a random card, or if you start off your turn with Chorus, it's just insane. What I will do is actually I have a. We'll do that after. So I'll have two things I'm gonna do. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Overflow. I have one idea I just got. So we're gonna have Kano and Arsenal Overflow here. Let's just see if we can do something crazy. Oh, double. Okay then. Oh, I hate double Kindle. I hate double Kindle line sometimes. Okay. So do we want Lessons to be a spell that gets buffed? Doesn't have to be. Oh, this is so interesting. So oh, there's just way too many ways to play this line. I hate this so much. It'd be easier if there's just one Kindle. It's just the one. It is the one downside to Kindle, and I don't. Downside maybe isn't the best word, but like because your line just expand because you're just getting extra card, extra damage, which can mean something else. It gives you the possibility of just doing something that's just funky. I'd probably just want to search for Wildfire here. Alright, let's just do some random ass shit, dude. Let's just see where it goes. 2 floating. Sorry, let me get you a better angle. Sorry. Okay. We're gonna Strider's Lessons. God, this is just insane. God, I was trying to do a funky line, but now I'm actually thinking like, wait, how can we maximize this? No, let's just do some random ass shit, dude. Let's just pretend we get the Crucible for some fucking reason. Crucible, Wildfire. That's what we're searching for. So it's gonna do 4. Dude, we don't actually. Okay, no, fuck. AB0. We don't need to buff it. I'm being dumb. This is 2 floating, 1 floating. This is gonna do 3. We're gonna go take them to 37. We're gonna go search for a Wildfire. Wildfire. Boop. So now we're gonna go Kano. Kindle. We'll draw a card. That's just one of my kindling this card. Wildfire, respond with Kindle. Might be able to do this with no rags, which is kind of hot. We don't have a Kano floating, but we can get a Kano floating technically. And we also have a guaranteed spell. Wait, I can actually end up using the Overflow. Oh, wait, hold on. We're about to pop off here. I'm gonna Ragamuffin's Hat. Hold priority on rags. This needs, yeah. Wait, no, I'm being stupid. Wait, am I being stupid? Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm being very, very stupid. Hold on. So we can depot here. Wait, can I depot here? Hold on. Am I doing this in the right order? Hold on. So like, what should it be? Depot this because we would draw, put a card on top, then depot. No, because I want these cards. I want to play one of these cards. So it might just be yeah. Okay, so we just go depot. Put this card. This card. This card. We'll Spellfire Cloak. We gotta do damage. Sorry, I didn't do this damage. It's +2, so it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is free. I should have thought about this. Hold on. What were these 2 cards? Okay, cool. They don't matter. Yeah, they don't matter, right? I guess this one technically does more damage, but I mean, again, we just would buff it. Actually, I have opt. I'm being like very slow. We could try to high roll, but we have a guaranteed spell here, so we're just gonna Kano this. Oh god, no, we have Overflow, so we can just chance it. Fuck it, we chance it. We're gonna bop both of these to the bottom. Kano. What the fuck? Kano. Cindering. Fuck. We whiff, but it's fine. Cause like, let's just take the next top spell. Okay, not that one. Okay, not that one. Jesus, what are these bricks? Alright, let's just give it our next damaging spell. Because we would get the 2 resources off of this one. This dealt 6, so this would deal 7. And then we would chorus, yeah, we'd chorus for 8. So, we dealt 3. We dealt 6. So this is like with a line I didn't really even think about. Definitely could have probably optimized this a lot more. 6, this dealt 7. And then this dealt 9. How much is this? 3, 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. Is this 9? Yeah, this is 9. 25 damage combo. And Wildfire only buffed the last 2 spells. Like, we had a whole entire spell here that didn't get buffed. And then we didn't even Metacarpus Nodes. We didn't Crucible any of this either. It's just Overflow is just doing so fucking much. This is literally just turning into an Overflow video. Alright, Overflow is just broken. Okay, hold on, I gotta think. Because of how insane this effect is, I originally didn't think I wanted red and yellow, but like, do I want red and yellow of this? Because I just want to see this card. I literally just want to see this card. I'm gonna have to look at it. Okay, but one last thing I want to show you guys is align with the new card. Where is that? Align with engulfing aether. So we're gonna try to do like, oh sorry, exploding aether rather. So the big thing here is we get go again off of it. So when we Striders it on our own turn cycle, we get an action point, and we'll pretend this is the exploding aether here. So let's just you'd probably not be able to do Spellfire Cloak, but maybe we can just get away with the loss of resource. I think you would probably want to be on Tunic if you're playing Rousing Aether. Again, I haven't built a deck around it yet or anything. This is just more of an ideal. But yeah, let's just say this is a Tunic. I just want to make sure. What the fuck? I just want to make sure I have the resource. So let's just say this is Rousing Aether. Where's our Crucible? There's our nodes. You'll want an amplifying effect, most likely. So I'll probably describe like an Aether Flare. Aether Flare seems the most logical. In theory, if you want to go wide, if you had like Red Aether Quickens, you could go Red Aether Quicken. Red Aether Flare. Alright, let's just see if we can do Nightline. So like, again, the basis of this is we would play Aether Flare, pitching whatever. We would Tunic, Storm Striders, Exploding Aether, Amp 3, go again. We would gain our action point. This would come in for 6. And then we can just freely start spelling after that one. So let's just see what comes over our hand. I think if you had Tome, it'd be pretty insane. Okay, this hand kinda can't do it. Yeah, this hand cannot do it. Yeah, like, yes, in theory, I want to show you guys hand to hand, but I want you guys to see what the deck is actually capable of. Again, you would probably want a minor restructuring of the deck. Let's just give me a decent hand that can do something funny. I mean, this is fine. Again, it could be worse. So we would go Aether Flare, pitching blue. Probably this blue, 2 floating. Before this resolves, we would go Storm Striders, Exploding Aether. We would gain an action point. This would resolve, come in for 6. Actually, this line's insane, actually. So we would gain an action point. We would pair our 1 here. And we would go Aether Quickening for 8. We would get go again, then we would Tunic. This is 1. I mean, this is not that impressive, it's just 1 damage, but whatever. Again, this is just blazing. It's insane. So we go at 6, 8, 14. We just 15 someone our own turn. Yes, we use Storm Striders, but a lot of cans would tell you we've just gained so many Striderless kills. I still have Ragamuffins hat. If I had a Depot out here, like I wouldn't care if my Storm Striders was gone. Because like if we destroy our next hand, hopefully it's a bunch of blues. It's just a bunch of blues, so the next turn, our opponent's 15 less life. We just Kano, Aether Flare. That's really cool. Kano, Chorus. It's a spell that we can buff. Hopefully this costs 0. It's a tome. We will draw 2. Oh, jeez, wait. This could actually turn into something insane. So we have a discard. I probably only want to discard 1 of these. So I could, if I wanted to get saucy. If I wanted to get saucy. Wait, discard, pay. Yeah, I actually have to get a 0 drop. Never mind, there's no sauce. So we would discard. Aether Flare. Hold priority rags. Okay, it's the same card, doesn't matter. So we just know how many resources we have. We would flare for 3. It would deal 3. Sorry, it'd deal 4 because we discard chorus. And then we would chorus for 2, 3, 3 plus 4 is 7. Chorus for 7. And then we would Kano. 4, 7, 11, 12. So that's just 12 plus 15 is 27. So we 27 someone. We haven't seen a single power card. And our opponent's like, what, 13? And then we just draw another 4 cards. Cool, we have Depot. I mean, realistically, this hand could do a few different things. This hand could even still kill, unironically. So we would Kano. Okay, probably not anymore. Okay, I mean, hold on. I mean, this is getting messy, but, you know, whatever. We'll draw 2, try to keep that Depot just in case. Okay, yeah. So, like, we just block. Play the Depot. Draw 4. This would just be a swindle. Like, so we would pitch red, blue into swindle, into Kano. Depot. 1 floating. Use this. Swindle for 5. Our opponent like would think we have something. I don't know. But like as you can see, like there's a lot of things to open up, all based off of just going Aether Flare, Striders, Exploding Aether. I know it got kind of messy at the end, but you guys seen what did I do? 15 someone on my own turn, and I was with 1 buff effect. I mean, in theory, if we had a chorus or we was able to Electric Crucible or Metacarpus Note it, and we have that exact same chain. I mean, everything also costs mana. So that kind of was unfortunate. If this is a Blazing Aether, it does insane things. The Aether Quicken there actually put in a lot of work, just gave us an action point, because otherwise we would have to Kano something random. And in theory, yes, if it's like a 0 cost, you know, we get to possibly do some stuff, but you guys can just start to see the power of what the new cards are doing. Like, so the big things is Overflow, the Aetherwell is just insane. This is probably becoming it's going to be a top 5 card in Kano. Then Exploding Aether is going to be super interesting to build around if you choose to include that card, because I don't believe that card can go in a regular Kano build and you just like play it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. It's looking like you have to actually either set up a very specific turn or even build your deck around it. Because you can play 9, so it's not impossible to. You can play 9, right? I'm pretty sure you can play 9. Well, I'll make sure I'm just not lying to everyone. I don't know why my stuff is frozen. What the fuck? What do you mean there's nothing? Okay, yeah, Rainbow. So, like, in theory, like, any of these cards can do it. Any of these cards could be Aether Flare or something. Strider's this. Go off. Like, there's a line you could probably go with, like, this and the Fork Lightning. You go Aether Flare, Striders, Amped, Exploding Flare, and then into Fork Lightning. That's a mana intensive combo, but it's going to do a good amount of damage even with the rule change. I can imagine you going Aether Flare, Striders, Exploding Aether with the action point Chain Lightning. Like, I think a deck like that would 100% play through Chain Lightning. And you're just trying to do the thing, and you can call for your own turn. Chain Lightning will do fucking 9. And then you just get an action point. Actually, only an action point. You can just play next thing innocent, which is like pretty much the same thing. And that combo only requires a blue. Yeah, Striders, Aether Flare. Yeah, so it's a blue. So if you just had more mana in your hand or like a 0 cost spell, you could just send it. That line with Kindle gets even more insane. It's just, dude, there's the builds of not Kindle. Jesus Christ, I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. But the builds with Kano are going to get very interesting. I actually do think that there is going to be some in depth with Kano, where right now it's just, I don't know, just build blind combo. If you choose to stack someone, good for you. But just send it whenever you get it, and hopefully your opponent's dead. Where I do think that our utility with our blues is going to impact a lot. I think how you choose to use Overflow. If you're going to use it like for like something like Wayne Moon, you use it to quad spell someone. That's going to be interesting. Again, Exploding Aether. I think it's going to be a card that a lot of people don't talk about. But I definitely think there is a build out there that uses Exploding Aether, possibly 9 of them. But yeah, that's going to be the video, guys. Again, this was kind of just a random thought I had in my head was to do this video. There'll probably be a live stream or another video going more in depth when we have all the cards. This is just, I think there's still like 8 cards that we don't need. I plan on doing a Cilio and a Verdance video very soon. Stay tuned for that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down what you guys want to see next. It's your boy Cypher from Cypher TCG. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.